Good morning, everyone. Here I am presenting my second paper, the development of an automatic translate real-time voice to sign language conversion for deaf and dumb people. So here I am explaining the abstract. So the sign language, we all are the normal people. We understand what here I am speaking, what here I am telling in this presentation. But those people who deaf, those people who have uh, partly not audible at all. That means deaf and dumb. So what about that students? What about that people? In the COVID-19 pandemic, in the 3 months, all the institutions are going to teach the students online. But what about the deaf and dumb students? What about that students? What about the education of that students? So for that, here I am presenting my system. So in this paper, we propose the design and initial implementations of the robust system which can automatically translate voice to text and text to sign through animation through the caption. So basically here in that system, any video that here as an input, any video that here I am download from the YouTube, then that YouTube video that here I am entering into the system. That system is converted the real-time speech to the sign language. So sign language that is very easy to understand by the deaf and dumb people. So basically, here we propose the technology supported to the solutions of bridge the source gap among the people with the hearing loss. So with that, here we are generating the 3D generated sign as a caption of that video, in which the subtitles or speech processing is used for the audio content of the video, and for the same the NLP module which has the subject, object and the verb is used. The full form of the NLP, that is the natural language processing, and they generate the 3D sign caption. So this one, that is the deaf and dumb people. So system for the help to deaf and dumb people, the purpose of our platform is to create an interface that serves the content from the video, but in the primary language of the hearing impaired community, that makes it easy. The related work in the Android market, on the search engine, on the world, there are 3 applications are available for the sign language conversion: hand talk translator, next the one more system, that is the talking hands and the sign talks. These 3 of the systems are there, but in a different language. But what about the English language? So for the same, here we are going to develop the system. For that, during of our research work, we observed that the solutions of the current context might not obtain to desired level of accuracy, but due sums the good efforts of the team, here we are getting the good accuracy of that system. So we are targeting the specific people here we are targeting the specific environment where not just a communication but also learning can be selectively improved by the people. Those people have the defender, and is it a technology based assistance system for the students. In the methodology, here there are the A, B, C, D, A to Z the sign languages are there. So in this out of the paper, in our paper here we are going to recognize, here we are going to translate the text to the sign language. So that very easy to understand by the deaf and dumb people. That is the diagram of whole system. In that system, here we are as I inputted the YouTube video. Suppose example in the presentation, here I'm presenting the video. So normal people, they can hear that video, what the speech is all about in that video. But if the people is the deaf and dumb, so what about that students? What about that people? So at the same time, that video in that system, when I'm uploading that video is converted into the sign language. And for that sign language, the sign that is already stored in the database, they are fetching the design based on the speech, and they generating the captions on the user screen. So the deaf and dumb people can easily understand what the video is all about. So for the same, there are 4 parameters: information entry as a video, as a audio, information processing, information understanding, and the mapping with the 3D generated sign. And the interaction between the system and the user, that means it's a defender. What are the components? So here there are two components, that is the YouTube video or the audio, and in case non the YouTube video, you just converted the YouTube to the audio and you just upload it into the system. So in the information processing module, here we are using the Python. With that Python language, here we are using the NLT, Natural Language Processing Toolkit, that is the auto-generated captioning. And this one is the NLTK library to gather the relevant subsets of the text corpus. And for the same, the subject, object, and verb, that is most important in the speech when we want to work with the speech. At the same time, the subject, object, and the verb, that is most important. So for the data collection, here we are collecting the data from the YouTube, whatever the video is there. So in that, the important video where the user may not be familiar with the sign, for the content from the video allows the mapping of that sign to the conceptual sign language and that displayed on the user screen. That is the one system, that is the one screenshot of the system. Here I downloaded the video from the BBC One. So here, that is the one people is there, that people is going to give you the different sign based on the speech. That speech is there on the YouTube. So when this video is I presenting on the defendum people, so it's very easy to understand what is video is all about. So based on this observation, the system is already published. The system is already implemented into some of the school for the teaching purpose and for the engagement of the defendum people and the education. And that is the reference, and that is the hard work of my team. Here I'm done one meeting with the one school and the college. That college have the students are defendum. And here the school is there in the Surat, India, Gujarat. And the name of the school, that is Mukh Badir Vikas Trust, Surat, India. There is an interactive classroom. In that interactive classroom, the system is already installed. It is already implemented and installed. And the defendum people is using this system very easily in the pandemic. So I'm very happy to implement this system for this society. That society are using this system in the pandemic of COVID-19, and they can learn any of the subject very easily through that video. And that is the hard work of me and one of my students, Ms. Kushi Solanki, that from the PICA, Parul University. Thank you. That is all from my side.